Well, thank you very much. For too long, we have failed to invest properly in our people. Instead, we have allowed big corporations and the wealthy to access all the resources that this nation has to offer without paying their fair share. That stops now. The Build Back Better Act delivers a once-in-a-generation investment to lower the everyday costs that burden working families: health care, housing, child care, education, and more. It is transformational. President Biden was elected. Some people in the press say he wasn't elected to be a transformational president. But everything in this bill that is transformational, he campaigned on. This is a campaign fulfillment, campaign promise fulfillment. The improvements are true for Americans around the country and for New Yorkers. The bill will dramatically cut health care costs for New Yorkers by finally allowing Medicare to directly negotiate drug prices, by capping out-of-pocket prescription costs for seniors, and perhaps most importantly, by setting a $35 a month cap on life-saving insulin. No longer will New Yorkers have to choose between buying their medication or paying their rent. No longer will they have to ration insulin. Sufferers of type 1 diabetes ration insulin. They put their lives at risk because the cost of insulin has gone from $30 a vial to $300 a vial. And this will cap it at $35. The bill also represents the largest expansion of the Affordable Care Act in a decade, making sure more people can access quality, affordable health insurance when and where they need it. While we have more work to do on affordable housing, the Build Back Better Act finally provides excuse me. The Build Back Better Act finally provides desperately needed funding for NYCHA and expands rental assistance to help New Yorkers find and keep safe, affordable, and healthy housing. Thousands of housing units in New York will be constructed or rehabilitated. The bill also puts money back in the pockets of working families by addressing the unfair SALT deduction caps, which have increased taxes for New York and threaten the state's ability to provide high-quality benefits to those who need them most, and lowers taxes for nearly 1 million New Yorkers. And let me say one other thing about the SALT tax. The purpose of the Trump administration and the conservatives in capping SALT at $10,000 was precisely to make it more expensive for states to provide social services for their people. It's precisely to stop liberal progressive measures. And by doing what we're doing on SALT, this will not help the rich people in particular. This will help middle-class people, and this will help states be able to afford to provide social services for their people. For the millions of working families in New York, this bill provides real relief by expanding universal pre-K, by dramatically expanding child care subsidies, and increasing the supply of safe, quality, affordable child care centers around New York. The average New York family with 2 young children currently spends nearly a quarter of its yearly income on child care. This bill ensures these families will pay no more than 7% of their income on high-quality child care. The bill addresses climate change head-on. Through the Build Back Better Act, greenhouse gas emissions will be reduced by more than 50%. We will invest in infrastructure resiliency, and we will develop a civilian climate corps modeled on FDR's Civilian Conservation Corps, creating 21st century good-paying jobs for New Yorkers. Simply stated, the Build Back Better Act unlocks the full potential of New York families. Thanks to Chairman Jeffries and Chairwoman Velasquez and nearly every single House Democrat, we are one step closer to making this transformational change a reality. I urge the Senate to pass this bill as soon as possible so we can start making these historic investments in the city, in its future, and in the people of the United States. Thank you. And I now have the honor of introducing the Chairman of the Investigation and Oversight Committee, the chairwoman, Carolyn Maloney.
Woo!